Yes. Ah, there's no marijuana motivation time. Every morning I get up and I am blessed to live my life, to be alive, and to count my blessings as they come to me. This is your morning marijuana motivation. So we're gonna get right into it and roll some mota. Check out this cool little truck. I have never seen a truck like that before. If anybody knows what that is, it is so unique. And life is unique. Look at him go. He's got the Jeep. It's like a little Jeep or something. I don't even know what that make and model is, but your boy needs to get down because it's raining. And I want to keep the show going. And I want to talk about the change in our lives, you know? Like most of us, we never get a chance to change, right? We never give ourselves the chance to change, and therefore nothing changes. And this morning, I kind of woke up very frustrated because I put in a lot of work teaching English yesterday, after cooking for 3 hours, after doing the dishes, and your own abilities. And maybe you don't even know that. Only you know. I say it here, yours truly has done everything I can in my own capacity and abilities to change my life and the world around me. Now, I had to change to get this change. I had to stop fearing not knowing what happens at the other end of the travel. I had to change. Of course, you wanted to fall. I'm trying to block my perception of who I am and what I believe. Most people just want to believe what they believe. They been there their whole lives. So like, I go to this church and I believe in this God, and this is it. This is my existence. I don't want to change anything else but my circumstance. And the idea of yesterday here on fire, depressed. I gotta pay my rent. You don't understand. I'm like, bro, you're not the first one to ever be evicted before. I understand because it's happened to me. How did I get to Brazil? Well, hell, I got evicted. There was a moratorium on evictions. Didn't stop them from evicting us. I did the whole backyard. Didn't stop them from evicting us. Evictions happen. And I remember distinctly being married to my house, to my rent. Like more than a marriage, more than a fucking girlfriend, I was fucking putting in more energy towards something that was about to be taken away from me and I didn't need. It was keeping me holding down because I was in fear. There used to be a time where I feared success, and maybe it still lingers around too. What's my life going to be when I start rubbing elbows with Mark Echo? What's my life going to be when I lose the weight and stop being a fat ass and start caring about the way that I look again? What is your life going to entail the moment you decide to change your life, to change your work ethic, to change your habits? Most people don't want to do that. They don't want to see what they look like on the other side of a weight loss. They don't want to see what life looks like for them when everything else is different. And some people, they just want it always to stay the same. They're like, I love my family. Your children ain't going to stay the same. Your children aren't going to be the same. They're not going to look the same. They're going to have to grow up and they're going to have to do what they got to do to make their lives different. Life changes for us all. Yet some of us are on the I'm gonna stay stuck. I want to stay in the same old town. You know the same situation. Young girl, rural town, want to change your life, want to change your outcome. And there's so many of us are out there that are like that. Like, how do I change my life? They go to seminars. They play your boy Tony Robbins, $5,000, and nobody follows up with them for their change. And so I'm gonna do a mini concert to talk about motivation and distraction, when the truth is you have to change to get change. And most people, they don't want to change their morning habits, getting coffee in the morning, or talking to the same people. It's get the newspaper. You getting my weed? I'm rolling because it's the morning marijuana motivation. But they don't want to let go of the old them to get the new them. And it's shocking to me because other people are like, look, man, I just need the money, bro. No, you need a different mindset, bro. You need to stop living in fear. You need to take your own self control right now, put yourself in an empowerment situation, and start making something from that worry and that negative energy and turn it into a positivity. But they don't want to hear that. They're married, and you know what I'm talking about, to their anxiety. They are married and addicted to what they think is their life circumstance. Like, this is it. I'm never going to be anything different. This is my lot in life. I'm this way. And I watch all the people that lose the weight and start getting, the workouts and eating right, and they do all this other stuff. This is natural human health, right? This isn't like rocket science. This is just natural human health. We need to take care of our bodies, to take care of our minds, to get a different result. So stuck in our ways that we can't ever visualize ourselves with a new life, right? We never seen a better wife. We never seen a better life, and we just assume that we're just going to watch it on TV, on Netflix, and that's their life, and mine is different. Well, like your boy Kanye West said, who just became one of the world's richest, or the richest black man in human history, or U.S. history, which is pretty big since we have the largest economy. $6.6 billion. Good job, Kanye, for thinking for yourself, for believing in yourself and daring the status quo. Everybody else wants to play it safe and go, no, that's just the way it is. No, it is the way you make it. When they say it is what it is, no, it is the way you make it. Not many people want to make it different. They don't want to be the catalyst in their own equation to make it different. They don't want to be the change they want to see in the world. They just want to complain about what they see in the world. And you know what I'm talking about. Filled with hate. They're filled with political jargon. They just want to talk politics and gossip. They don't want to talk about themselves. They don't want to go deep and go, well, yeah, you're right. I am stressed right now. And that's what happened this morning. He said, you need to relax. And I said, you're right. I do need to relax. And he handed me weed. I didn't need weed at the time. You know what I needed? I needed some sit-ups and some quiet time with myself. I needed to not be so uptight. And that comes from within me. There isn't going to be a special situation that's, oh, this is only just for me. And yeah, now I can put it on pause. And no, dude, every situation has an opportunity for us to change our behavior, to change the outcome. Now, most of us want to like, well, that happened to me and he treated me unfair and da-da-da-da-da, and put it on someone else, leaving our empowerment with someone else. We leave our empowerment with the government. Well, if the government sent me my check, I'd have been all right. Okay, that's one way of looking at it. Here's another way of looking at it. How about you do the work instead of being lazy? How about you switch up all the things that are holding you back, but no one wants to do that. We want to look at our situation and go, man, if I had $1 million, I would do something different. No one does anything different with their $1 million. They literally are the same person with the same habits, doing the same motherfucking things over and over again. Classic, habitual people behavior. But you ask somebody, are you going to change when you get this money? Are you going to change when a lottery hits? Are you going to change when you need it the most? Where's my tissue? I literally thought I had tissue. Let me go grab some. My nose still running. Oh, it's right here. It's behind that thing. And that's what it is. It's us still being us. We like to think that we can wear a different hat, that the tiger stripes don't change. But truth be told, our stripes are still the same. We hold these truths to be self-evident because we know ourselves more intimately than anyone else on the planet. Yet instead of challenging ourselves to a new concept, challenging ourselves to change our brains into a new way of thinking, we hold tight to what only we know. Instead of stretching and be continual education and learning a new pattern of breathing, learning a new way of learning. Yep, getting on the books instead of getting on the YouTubes. Sitting still instead of moving faster. But the habit is the same. I get up, I gotta rush, I gotta do my hair, I'm on fire, my hair's on fire, I gotta put my hair out. What if there is no spoon? What if there is no fire? What if it's up to you to be the change in your own story? And that's such an amazing thing to me. Every time I'm directing my life in my movie and I go, Yo, the set's going to be in Brazil. Yo, there's going to be beautiful girls. Yo, there's going to be fresh coconuts. We're going to lose weight. Your body's going to be hard. You're going to feel great. You're going to be able to see your abs again. You know, you're going to, this is the plan. How many people want to do that? How many people want to lose weight? Fuck tons. How many people want to travel? Fuck tons. How many people want to say they've been places or traveled the world? Fuck tons of people. How many people do what it takes to get there? How many people are willing to risk homelessness or eviction to get it? How many people are willing to lose their truck or their vehicle to get it? How many people are willing to learn a new language even if they don't know the existing language? And that's my point. So it's always back to Richard Badgen telling me that everybody wanted the prize, but nobody wanted to pay the price. Nobody wanted to be flexible enough to get the outcome to change in their favor. Nobody wanted to be brave enough to see themselves in a different light. And until you see it, no one else is going to believe it. No one's going to believe in Saints Brand until I start fucking clocking it and putting on everybody's backs and changing the logo and tweaking it. But it existed here first. It exists in my designs. It exists in my posts. It exists in my hashtags. It exists in my lifestyle because I put the energy into it. To cook something, you need some ingredients. You got to add something to it. You have to put in the energy. Just like when you grow a flower, you got to add something to it. You got to give it that love, that little bit of sunshine. Like anything else that you ever wanted to grow in your life, it must be given something. But again, other people wanted to take. No, man, I just need the money. No, man, you need a new mindset. You need a new mindset. You need a whole new mind, biopsy, cut out this part of your brain, take out the right brain because it's fucking you up, and get on some logical left brain shit because honestly, your way you're thinking is fucked up. The way you think is just put the fire out immediately. Now you have no more hose. You got no more juice. You got no more of that foam shit, the extinguisher to put out the next fire because all you do is do one by one. Instead of inventing a whole new hose or inventing a new strategy of putting the house out on fire, we're just going to do the same strategy. And I don't know if you know this, but firefighters used to fight over the fires. They used to literally loot the houses that they were supposed to be putting out in New York City. They would literally fight for the rights to put out the fires. And this kind of attitude was like, you're not focusing on the issue. You're not focusing on the house on fire. You guys are focusing on each other. What's not working instead of focusing on things that could work. And this aha moment was the biggest change in my life. Is like, wait a minute, you can travel the world for $100 a day, Aunt Marlene? So that's your meal, travel, gas all in one day, and someone else is driving like she educated me on? Wait a minute, it's not the numbers that I'm trying to find on Keno, it's the numbers that aren't hit yet that are the way to hit the Keno? Wait, what? Yeah, you already know those numbers haven't hit. So if you switch your numbers every time, you don't know where the pattern is. Oh, okay. Like, thank you for opening my eyes to see differently, even though my eyes getting weird and got something in it. But thank you for teaching me a way to change, to get out of my own way so I can get some change. Most people are asking for change. They're not asking for an opportunity. They're asking for money. They're not asking. Does he reads 50 books a year? How about you? Are you clocking in a fucking new book every week? No. And I'm sure you didn't win the math test of the whole fucking state of Washington to beat out all the high school kids, all the fucking college kids, middle school kids, get the best. So if you're not the best and brightest, right, you want to have to do something else. And even the best and brightest are doing it the right way. So we can watch the business mindsets. We can watch the curiosity streams. We can go to the nth degree, but we won't do it for ourselves. We won't give ourselves that opportunity to launch. We won't give ourselves that opportunity to look different. We won't give ourselves an opportunity to get a different slot in life. We'll just hold true. This is our lot. These are my habits. And this is who I am. And I also am guilty of this. Let me light up the mota for this patient, because this is a true story. I also am like, fuck it, I'm just like that. I'm an ass, man. I just tell people the way it is, and that's the way it is. No, that's how I felt emotionally at the moment to tell somebody off, and I blew up a bridge. But I didn't see it that way because my mindset was all fucked up. I just felt all emotional and felt like I could just leak on people. Well, when you leak on people, the blood's all over them, right? They're bloodstained. They're never going to be the same again. Now I've broken trust. I've broken my character. And now I'm going to be doing this, you know? So it's like how I view myself, how I treat my situation is going to determine the outcome. It's not what's happening in the moment. It's the way I view it in the moment. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to just like handball everything. The ball's coming at them fast. They don't know what's going on. You know, even right now, someone's trying to fucking get me. Oh, I just seen this message now, right? So you asked for a job, but now you late to the message. How is that gonna work? Oh, and then you're gonna give me your phone number so I can call you when the opportunity comes on. No, my number is everywhere on my business page. Would you want me to call you for an opportunity, or how about you call me and create an opportunity? There's people out there that are really like, yo, my bills for me and I'll pay you back. No, you're going to come up with excuses. You're going to change your number and you're going to fail because your mindset is still on putting out fires one at a time instead of inventing a new fire hose. I want to talk to ingenuity. So do all the major corporations. That's all they want. They want a new approach. They want new information. You know, you want to clock in. You want to be on the top percentage of earners. They're willing to do something different. And that's called thinking, right? And our way of thinking, right? So you can see one way and go, oh, man, we're going to buy. It's going to go up 15%. It's going to be whatever. Hello, Machu Picchu. I see you, bro. Let me lock this Mota real quick. Hold up. I was willing to give up sex for this life. I gave up cocaine for this life. I gave up family time for this life. This is what it costs to be here. I am not know you. Okay, well, I've been to Machu Picchu, so you know me in a little bit of way. There you go. But this is the life that I chose by putting the energy in it the correct way. Most of us, we just stare at the screen. How many of us wish to put the screen down? How many of us willing to give up our social media time and proving to everyone that we have a life and actually put the energy into actually having a life? Cool part about this dude right now about Machu Picchu is I can say I actually did it. I didn't wait till I was 40 years old. I was 30, died. I didn't wait for the perfect time. I pulled the trigger. In fact, I even bought my ticket before I even had my passport. It literally came the day before I flew out, and the next day, stamps on it. This is the attitude that I'm having. My energy changed my life, and I can't make other people have the same energy. I can't make them think differently. I can't make them stop their habits. I can't make them do anything that they don't want to do. And that's when we all get what we really want, because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to look pretty. You wanted to be conceited. You wanted the feeling of turning jobs down. Now, why aren't you making to Abu Dhabi? Because they don't play that, right? People don't play that shit. When you out there in the life and you trying to be something bigger with yourself, you're going to have to get over yourself. And by getting over yourself, it was hard for me to hear this. Hold up. Your boy said, hold up. When my business mentor, Mr. Richard Bajan, told me, don't sit down, get over yourself. He didn't even let me take a sit in his office, and I had a busted ankle. He said, get over yourself. And I was offended. I'm like, who the hell are you? And he's telling me, who the hell are you? Now, both of us are saying the same damn thing and meaning a completely different thing. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird when someone tells you your mentality is all fucked up and you don't know why you outside your head? My friend was right. I was stressing. I needed my sit-ups more than I needed weed. I needed to allow myself to process the fact that I'm in a lazy-ass country where things just stay the way that they are all the ways because nobody's willing to give all the energy. Everybody's failed themselves and their governments failed them. And because of this, foreigners come here. They buy up all the land. When they hustling in France, when they hustling in Germany, and they come here and build a big old resort, now you work for them. Because they did more work than you. You just got outsmarted. You just got lapped. And I don't know about you, but I'm competitive. I'm getting the guts. I don't care about eating. I'm going to give a fuck if it burns. I don't care if my lungs explode because I want to win at this game called life. And that even means firing myself. That's right. Sometimes you got to bench Tom Brady. Sometimes you got to let people know that there's more to life. Hold on. My nose is running. And the fan's on me, huh? Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. Sometimes it's not the government. Sometimes it's not your situation. Sometimes it's the way you're looking at the puzzle. And that's what I love about these tests. When I was a kid, they used to give us all these tests, and there were so many ways to solve it. A Rubik's Cube of your life. This, the way you move those little color palettes around determine if they're going to line up. And I just want your thoughts to be linear. I just want your life to become an equation for the work you put into it. But if you're going to watch somebody else work, if you're going to watch somebody else whole life and know everything about them, their birthday and what they did and who they're married to and if they're having kids, that's the time you're not paying attention to yours. Name one farmer that's in somebody else's garden. Name one other person that can affect a relationship without being in it. How many of your friends give you fucking relationship advice? There's one guy online right now, dude, he's selling his life decisions. He's letting the highest bidder make decisions in his life. Like, yo, should I buy this car? Yeah, let me donate $20 and make you make a financial decision that might be your financial ruin in the future. That's you. But how about you be Warren Buffett and pick up some books so you can read about financial and become financially literate? And said nobody ever. No, we want to see how big the watch is on the wrapper. We want to see how big the chains are. Let's see what they're wearing. Worried about their life and leaving our own. That's escapism. That's an addiction. Most people don't want to admit addictions, but that's what we do on this show. We talk about the powers of cigarettes trying to tell us everything's smooth and cool. He literally gave me a piece of weed because I was stressing. I was like, you motherfuckers, man, I had to wake up and clean this whole house. Tables, tops, kitchen, fucking dishes, everything. After I worked yesterday, and after I worked, I did some fucking English lessons. I'm like, man, my work ethic is 10 times these people. They're only going to watch. I can't beg you to change. I'm not going to be in front of you doing the his rah-rah, siskumba, fucking Tony Robbins. Let me sell it to you 10x fucking, what's 10x's dude's name? Who gives a fuck? That's their job. Their job's to sell you on believing in them. My job's to sell you on believing on you. That's the switch. I need you to believe in you. I need you to give yourself a fighting chance because I need you in those plays. For it to be successful, even if I drew out a game plan, I need you to hit the shots. And that's why the players are so important in the fight game, but they're not. No, not in the fight game. In the basketball game. In the fight game, this is what I really wanted to say, is that they get tricked to getting punched in the face, and I hope it equals out for them, really I do. But by the time you're paying a coach and gym fees and health fees, by the time they're all cashed out, unless you're a top earner, even then it's still expensive. And every time you get punched in the face, it's about the same time that somebody else got punched in the face at 7 a.m. in the morning to go to a drudgery job where they're just another fucking cog in a wheel, and they can be easily replaced and nobody cares. It's just another hourly, another bill. Hours for dollars, like a hooker on your back. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my legs up in the air with someone else is pounding me. I want to be the one pounding. I want to have sex, and maybe that's because I'm masculine and driven like that, but I want to choose who I have sex with. And the only way that's going to happen is if I choose me first. No, yeah, I chose myself first. I chose myself to get healthy. Before everybody was like, oh, you sexy. I had to be sexy to myself. And sexy isn't throwing down ice cream at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. And sexy isn't fucking saying negative ass shit out loud or to myself. That ain't sexy. But everybody wants to be sexy. They're willing to put on fake makeup. I watched a whole episode of Counterfeit Makeup, billions of dollars of lead paint on your face. Let's do it again, Queen Elizabeth. And literally melt our lips off. Literally, the girl's lips were sewn together. It was horrible. It was just bad, blistered, everything swollen. But there you are. You look for the cheap answer. You look for the Yohimbe or what was the fucking pill that they used to give? Caffeine. Just for everyone to be able to fucking lose weight. No, man, that's you're hijacking the system. You're going to have to change your food habits. You're going to have to change your diet, and you're going to have to change your ability to make quicker changes. A lot of people just watch the opportunity go by. That goes that pretty girl you were supposed to talk to. I make a point, I tell you, I'm like, you're going to say hi to every girl that walks past you, Mark. Not one gonna go past. Just say quick hi and see hallelujah. Shocking. There's a man that stood his ground and wasn't afraid to talk to me. Now I'm in the pecking order. Now I'm in that position to catch the next pass. Now the next pass isn't gonna be a pass. It's gonna be a run. And then I gotta tuck the ball and run. And maybe we gotta do some dinners. Then the dinner later, the massages that we can get there. But nobody wants to build bridges to cross rivers. They expect it to be built for them by a government, potholes too. And then I start seeing people out in the streets in Philadelphia filling them full of potholes themselves. How awesome is that? How awesome is that to go, no, this is my city. It's not me to complain to these motherfuckers about what's going on. It's me to take charge. And maybe that's just my Taurus nature, but that's what it is to take charge of my own life. I'm in charge of my change. Hold up. I'm in charge of the outcome. Oh my God. Empowerment, self-reality. It's all true. Hey, bro, I'm on live, man. The beers are back there. I'm on live. The beers are back there. I'm in charge of the outcome. So for all the other people that don't get what's happening or they don't understand what's going on, they just in the back seat. And that's how I felt when I was on Prozac. I'm in the back seat of my own life. I'm supposed to be responsible for the car and everyone around me or anybody else that I run into. But instead, I'm going to just sit by the back, light a joint, get fat, and wonder why I'm single. Wonder why I didn't earn the income. Wonder why Saints brand didn't become worldwide. Wonder why I couldn't fucking make myself in a position to be of a positivity, to be of situations where I don't know why people are staring at me. Do you want to be on the show? What? Live to the world? You want to be on the show? Just staring at yourself? You guys want to just stare at yourself? Yeah, you're on live. Yes, respecto, por favor. 10 minutos. So I work every day. I do this show every day, and these kids walk past me every day, and not one of them has stepped up to learn English. Not one of them has taken advantage of everything that I've given them. They just literally just walk past. They're existing in this realm where it's like, oh, let me watch somebody work. Well, my father refused to let somebody watch you work. In fact, you were supposed to fall in and make a hand. Get in your hands dirty. You're going to try to be like, oh, it's above me. No, it belongs to you. And one of the hardest working motherfuckers here in Jerry that owns everything, his family inherited, owns the building, shut it down, open up shop, is up on a ladder, taking down satellites by hand. He don't fuck around. But everybody else want to fuck around. Why he got money? Because you talking about his money instead of talking about your money. Instead of talking about your life and talk about what you can do to get in the position. I think about it all the time. I tell people, brick by brick, you see the bricks behind me? Yeah. Edibles, $5, $10, $20, whatever you want to sell it for. Each brick is about $2. So if you sell a brick every day and you look, 7, that's 1 week, that's a month. This is 2 months just in this section here that you paid for a whole house yourself. Amazing. Yourself. You activated, you making your life the way it needs to be, you doing you, because you can't do it for other people. So this is a morning marijuana motivation. This is encouragement. This is people that don't want to watch their lives happen anymore. They want to participate in it. They want to participate in growth and change. They want to embrace and drive change is what the book was told to me. So this is empowerment. And to be empowered, you have to empower yourself. You can't get it from someone else. You get it from your heart. And on my heart from the start, your boy Marky Saint, this is the morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of it, go like, share, and subscribe. Give it to the friend that needs a foot up their ass and just leave it there and go, let's see what you're going to do with this information. Let me see what you're going to do differently so I can fucks with you, so I can offer you more opportunities. Instead of you having to come and grab the beers again after you walked all the way across town to get them, that's on you, bro. You do you, I'm going to do me. I'm going to keep working, I'm gonna keep putting the work in, I'm gonna keep shining, I'm gonna keep getting my touchdowns, and that's what Saints Addiction is all about. Thank you for watching the show. Peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye but not forever, and I'll see you on the other side.